everyone. I think we're live already, but not entirely sure. Let's check, double check. Are we live? We are very much live. Very good. Yes. Alright, welcome everyone. Today we'll be developing some more stuff in Voxel RPG. Specifically, we'll be looking into the combat. Yesterday I added some heavy combat. So let's first turn off lot generation because it speeds up loading a bunch. And also let's turn down the sounds quite a bit. So yesterday I implemented this heavy attack you can do, where you have a charge and then it just goes. We need to do some more stuff on this. Specifically, the sounds are horrible, and also it's not actually loading using the mana bar. So we need to implement those things, and also we need to add a bunch more animations for different weapon types, because currently it's only in there for these weapons. For example, if we add this weapon, we don't have any animations that are working for this, other than the light attack that we have had for a while. So we need to add a bunch of animations. Yeah, and that's probably it for today. I also changed the height of the jump to now be a bit more reasonable, I guess. It's roughly 2 blocks. You can no longer jump up 3 blocks with the step skip. So it's just 2 blocks, and that feels quite good. Especially now that we have climbing, we also don't need more than that. Of course, we still have the debug mode, where we can go very fast. We also implemented swimming, so now you have an animation, and gravity changes, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's been pretty well so far. All of the new combat changes, all the new movement changes. And jumping is a lot smoother. It's a lot better. I don't have a falling animation yet. I'm not sure if I want one. But yeah, we'll need to see. But let's get started on the animations. First, let's open a Blender. And let's enable all of these things. And let's start with the one-handed stack, which starts in this position. And we take, no, not the heavy weapon, I want a sword. Alright, so let's copy this animation. And this becomes one-armed charging. And we want to remove all of these keyframes. So probably for the charging of the heavy attack, we want to rotate like 45 degrees. Probably a little more. Yeah, a bit more is good. And then this should be 45 plus, I picked at 20, so 65, yep. Rotating it back. Maybe also slightly tilt forward. Something like that. This, I probably want to use a local space to rotate it a bit more like this, and let's see how that is. Alright, good start. So then the next one, I want to put it ever more slightly like this, and also move down the head further. Yeah, I think this would be a good place to start the charging. Of course, the speed of the animation will control in the actual animation controller in Godot, so it's fine if this is very fast. We will delay it a bit. That should be no problem. I guess for now it's better to just add all of the animations and we can improve them later if need be. So this is no longer charging attack, but charged attack. And we delete these keyframes and we move this back to the first here. And here I just want to wiggle a bit. Like I want the player to wiggle around a little. Like they cannot. They're about to attack. We're still in local. Let's also add specifically this, a bit like this, something like this. And then we can go back here, add this to 6. Add this here. Remove this. Set it back to 5. Yeah, this is tweaking, is good. And then the actual attack animation will start from here. And then we call it charged. Just heavy attack or something. Heavy attack. What did I call it for the unarmed ones? Heavy attack charging, heavy attack yeah, I guess that's better. Let's rename them. So unarmed. Yeah, so it's one armed charging, heavy attack, and it becomes one armed charged, heavy attack. Right, and now they are the same. Still the other way around, it's charged. Okay. So, oh shit. Charged. And charging. So if I have a lot of these animations, I kind of want them to be recognizable. Alright. Then for the heavy attack, I just want to do a couple of quick swings, basically. Let's delete these keyframes, because we do not need them. And then we do this, I guess. Okay, I just want to rotate it a bit based on feeling. I think that's nice. It's also a bit shifted now. That's quite nice, I guess. Not sure how that happened, but it's probably a good thing. Maybe we should have shifted the other way around, right? Because it's leading into the attack from this way. So this is probably better. Because it starts off like this, and then it's... let's quickly do it a bit. Yeah, this is good. Let's open it up a bit. Alright. I guess it's a bit too low. This should go up a bit because we actually want to hit stuff. So like this, yeah, sure. Then let's swing this way, put it forward, like that. And I guess it's also okay if in total they move up a little. Let's check that out. Yep. Then one frame later we kind of want to have this left it here, where it's like swinging through, yeah. Then we quickly want to go back to local space. 90. It's local space. And then 12, let's rotate it further. Let's keep it in local. So like this. So then we do properly rotate it around. And okay, let's also make it go a bit further back in the meantime. Like in global space, they should do this, yep, and then this should be even further. Probably we kind of want it to be like this. Yeah, so we have it now here. And probably we should also be rotating our hips already a bit. And a bit further. Oh, I just want this to rotate up. Yeah, is this weird now? This may be a bit weird. Yeah, it is now rotated less, that's weird. Like this. Probably now it's smooth, so we come through with the attack, we rotate it, and yeah. And then now we do a big swing. A bit further back. Yeah. Let's see. Probably also open up the chat. Last time I was streaming, I just opened it up immediately, and right now it's not there at all. Which is weird. Because I do want to see if anyone is watching the stream currently. Obviously. Yeah, no clue where it is. In this case, we'll just open up the stream ourselves and see. Hey Beam, good to see you here. I can now see the chat. Also not unimportant. Probably more like this. Yeah, this should be okay. And we should also have come back, I guess, a bit. So we do like this, and then that final upward slash I think would be good. So this, up, like this, and then we add our final slash. This should probably be a few more frames, and then Oh, did I selected once. Good. Let's have it like this. Yeah, that's 25. Let's see. I do think this is okay. Like this first swing is very slow, and then it's whoosh whoosh. Yeah. I guess this can be faster. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's go to like this frame, and we don't change much, and then a frame later we kind of try to return to normal a little. Alright, let's see the full animation. Yeah, the speed isn't quite there, right? This is way too slow. So we can move this all up a bit. Now this is way too fast. This feels fine. This feels way too quick. And this feels more impactful than this. This isn't that impactful yet. It's not to the back enough, I guess. And also here, this needs to be a bit more to the back. Now this should be already a lot better. 22. Yeah. This is way more impactful. Still, the body isn't reacting as much as I would like. Oh, it's the head. The head is weird. Here the head is a bit straight. Oh yeah, here we didn't straighten it out. Oopsie. Let's quickly do that for all of these. Could probably copy it some way, but this also works fine. And it leaves it a little jiggly, which I do like. Oh, it's also messed up in this. Yep. And let's quickly do it like this. Probably there is a way. Probably it's easier to animate this in another way, but I don't know how. I'm not that great with animations, so let's see. It's a bit weird that it's rotating its head. At some point still. Because we don't do it at the start. It's not rotated when we start. And that's weird. It should probably rotate a bit as well. Yeah. Alright, I think that looks good. Let's check it out in Godot. Let's add it there for now. So we export as an FBX and only the visible, and this is the correct location. Then we go to our project. I always have to reassign the lower body because it's re-imported both. And let's check out our code. Because we have all the animations in the animation player. So the one-armed heavy attack. I don't think I can copy these names easily. But we need to re-import actually because I need to add some methods to this as well to enable the hitboxes. So assets, character, humanoid skin FBX, and a one-armed heavy attack. That's this one. We do save the file. We keep track, custom tracks, and we save it in the animations. So one-armed heavy attack .res, and we re-import it all. Which also means reassigning the lower body, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And now we add another track, call method track on our skin. I always have to do like this, and then it only appears. There's a bug in my Godot. I don't know why. This should probably be fine. So let's go to the animation player we had and see the one-armed heavy attack. Let's zoom it in. We always start by disabling all hitboxes. Yeah, we should only have equipped our right hand weapon, so we should just enable the right hand hitbox immediately after. Enable right hand weapon hitbox. It's always slow. Yep, now it's there. And now here we just a bit further, I guess. Yeah, here we clear the ones we previously hit so we can hit them again. Then we do the same. We get to this point. We clear the previously hit. And I guess here we can disable everything again. Even though my code already does this, it's good to have this in there, I guess. This should work. But just so that we're absolutely clear, let's also enable the right hand weapon hitbox again. And we should be fine. Alright, now we go to the unarmed weapon controller. So here I have all of my references to the heavy attack animations. And basically unarmed becomes one-armed everywhere. So I guess this just becomes one. This just becomes one. And this just becomes one. One. One, one. Now I have a double here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I also used capital letters. We can actually check. Yeah. Alright. Are we there yet? No, we're not, because in the animation tree we need to set up the animation tree correctly as well. So we go to this one and let's add a bunch of. We need a couple one-shots. We need 1, 2, 3 more. They all nicely link into each other. This one is named charging. This one is named charged. And this one is named heavy attack, I think. Let's check what's in the unarmed one. Should be the animation tree, of course. Heavy attack, charged, charging. Yeah, that's it. And now to add the animation. So this goes into here, this goes into here, and this goes into here. And this is the one-armed heavy attack charging. This is the one-armed heavy attack charged. And then this will be the one-armed heavy attack. Yes. Alright, let's check it out. It's not working. Breaks completely. Awesome. Do we get an error? We are not getting an error. That is amazing. Something's wrong. Let's see. So let's fire the charging. That works. Let's fire the charged. Also works. Ah, this is wrong. One-armed heavy attack. I guess now it should be better. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if we also can hit everything. Let's find an enemy. Here's an enemy. The one lurking around the village. No. Ah, here's an enemy. Good. Yeah, this works. Perfectly fine. That's good. I think also there's still a bug that I saw in my video of the unarmed heavy attack, because we do enabling of the right hand. Oh. It won't always show because freaking animation tree. Yeah. So we disable everything. We enable the right hand hitbox. We disable it. We clear. We enable the left hand. We disable it, and we don't clear again. And we need to clear again. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's all. Reason is it counts for both hitboxes. Are there not two things here? Yep. Yeah, that's fine. This is okay. Gives a bit more feedback. Otherwise it becomes a bit weirder. Alright, I guess for the one-handed heavy attack this is also working. Next up, the two-handed heavy attack, I'm guessing, will probably be the best next step. So let's enable all of these again, together with our heavy weapon. And let's start from the idle position. Yep, and let's copy. And this becomes heavy two-handed weapon charging. Let's see actually what the name is of the others. Oh, so this is called heavy attack now. This should really be called differently, like two-handed heavy weapon attack. This will be a better name, and also in the heavy two-handed melee controller it will be named this, and we'll update it later as well. Alright. If we make an animation, no we did not, so let's from here on we copy, we save it, and we call it 200 attack, heavy attack charging. And again again, let's get rid of these keyframes. Oh, there's something locked. Let's get rid of this keyframe. And for the heavy attack, I want to do like a big swing. I think that would be best. But let's see. Yep. We can do like a big swing. So we start by holding it, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, this one should also be coming over to help support it again. I guess this is okay. And this we should rotate a bit further back. Yeah. Then we only go a slightly bit further with the whole body, and this then will go like this, but lower. I think that's already good. But let's make it feel a lot slower, because it is a lot slower. Because it needs to be a longer animation. Of course I can fix this also in Godot, but I think this is fine. Now for the easiest step, add the charged animation. These are so easy, man. You're just wiggling stuff around a bit. So it should kind of feel like it's the weight is too heavy, right? I guess that would be the feeling we want to have. So we make it go a bit like this, go a bit further back, go this a bit back up, something like this, and then we return to normal at like 6, and then we put this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's wrong. It should then be 4. Let's put it as 4. Yeah, this is properly tweaking. Also save. And then finally the attack itself. Now this will be a pretty long one, because we want to swing it around and overhead. I think that would be a cool addition. Okay, it should be like on the no, not like that, like this. Put a bit further out. Then we rotate this. Oh shit, I forgot to rotate the whole body. That won't work. Let's also fix the head, make it more straight. And this needs to be much more in front. And probably also a bit more horizontal. Probably even more horizontal, right? So let's, yep. And then the swing goes very far, because it is a very heavy swing. It should feel very heavy. Then we swing this all the way back over the shoulder. Let's see, we want to have it like this and then rotate it again here. So we swing, we rotate over the head and go back. So I guess we should already be rotating, right? Because we go here and then here already we rotated a bit further out. Like here we should be rotating. It's a pity because this is the animation already. Let's see, how should this rotation go? We swing it like this and we rotate it like that. So it's go to local. Right, it should rotate. Should it rotate like this, the other way around? No, it should rotate like this. Pretty sure. But it should be further up. In global. And then here it should also have rotated. A bunch. I'm not sure if this looks any good, actually. So let's spread it out a bit more. Yeah, so we rotate it from here. I kind of want to look and then overhead. Ah, that's where we're going wrong. We're going already behind the shoulder. We should be going overhead. Yeah, that's fully wrong. No, this is completely wrong. This is still okay, and this is wrong. This is all wrong. Okay. So from here we rotate like this. We switch over the head. And we go for another swing. So we rotate like this. We go in local space. We go over the head. In global space, yeah. Right, so here we rotate. We go over our head. And now we go even further over the head. I should switch to so we swing, we go over the head, and we swing again from a slightly different position than this, because we go like this, and then we swing again like this. So now we go up. Right, and here we should also be rotating backwards. Still backwards. Right, so backwards and then go back. Oh, and this should be way further down. Like this. Yeah, whoosh whoosh. Yeah. I think timing wise is still too quick. Like there should be a bit more space between all of these. Still go one further. Let's check it out. Yeah. And this doesn't go quick enough, so yeah. Then we add one more frame of actually hitting some impact. And then we go like back to roughly, let's say this position would be a good place to start on. Like this, yeah. And then we rotate it back towards this place. Oh, this is way too fast. This is way too fast. This return to normal. And it doesn't feel like it's heavy enough. Yeah, I think this will be okay. Alright, let's turn off all of these again. Or actually, let's keep them on and just make all of the animations for the other one as well right now. Because otherwise, we'll be spending a lot of time switching between context, and I don't want to do that. Let's go to the idle. Again, idle will be our starting point. I think that's always best. Do we save the heavy attack? That's also important. Two-handed heavy attack. Yeah, it's saved. Good. I'm not sure what to do about the dual wielding attack actually. Like, I'm just unsure how the animation should even look. If anyone has any input, let me know, because I would very much be interested to hear. Alright, that's a two-handed heavy attack. I think I already created a new animation. Yep, here it is. And this is dual wield heavy attack charging. Let's delete these keyframes, it's locked again. I think all channels make sense, yeah. Alright. We want to go to like maybe, and we can of course change this drastically if it's needed. Oh no, actually, let's not do it like this. Let's do it. I have an idea. Let's do it a bit back. And also let's move it back a bit. Yeah, let's have it something like this. And maybe we also just slightly rotate them inwards. Yeah, that would be good. Then we do a charged. Again, easiest thing to make. We simply put this here. And we also put the same thing at like the end. And then in the middle we just let it tweak a bit, so this goes a bit further out, goes a bit further out. And then at 5 we, or I guess at 4 we need to get this one, we need to get rid of this one. Put it at 4 and this should be, yeah. This should be good. And then finally the actual heavy attack. Thinking about, we just want to follow through, hit, go back and stab double again. I guess that would be the way to go. Hey, the kaboot. Nice you're here. Alright, so we slide forward. Well, not that much. We slide forward a bit. We rotate these inwards. Something like this. And then this. Oh no, let's actually keep it the body like that. Put the head up. And this should also be going way more inward. So like that. And this should then go back up, go back a little bit, go forward, go back like this. Then even further back would probably be good, like something like this, yeah. We also rotate inward again. And then finally it should be very quick, just another jab. Oh, that's way too far. Like grip, yeah. Doesn't feel weighty enough. I guess it should. I guess there should be a few more animations, and this should be quicker. Not that quick, but something like this. Yeah, we do one final where it's just something like this, so it's there for a bit longer. Then we return to normal again. Somewhat normal-ish. It will blend nicely. So we have a very quick animation. This doesn't feel good. Like this part feels good. And then this feels like shit. Let's make it longer. I guess that's part of what makes it so shit. It's just too quick. And this isn't snappy enough. Yeah, because this really should be faster. Yeah. Now it's hit, jab, yeah. Alright, now we have all animations in there for the heavy attacks of the currently implemented melee weapons, so that's good. That's really good actually. Now let's put them in the game as well. Only visibles. Yep. For now enough of this. And let's set it all up. So in character, so we need the dual wield heavy attack to be saved to this. So dual wield heavy attack dot res, and we keep custom tracks, and the same for two-handed heavy attack. In animations. Oh, yeah. Two-handed heavy attack dot res, and we re-import. And we do not forget to set the lower body because this will cause errors. And we go and set up our let's set up the actual methods first. So dual wield, heavy attack. We add a method track, and we do the same for the two-handed heavy attack. We add another method track. Yeah, now it's there, see? So we start by disabling all hitboxes. Then here we enable both. And we enable a left-hand weapon hitbox. I guess they're both here, right? Yeah, they're both here. So here we again disable all hitboxes, and we also add the clear, and here we, I guess here we re-enable them, and also enable and here we can disable all again. Alright, that should be okay. And then for the two-handed heavy attack, start by disabling all hitboxes. Yeah, here we should enable the right hand hitbox. This doesn't look like it's okay actually. So right, we swing. This doesn't feel at all like the heavy attack I designed. What happened? That's weird. So that's the heavy attack. Heavy two-hand weapon is charging, but I called it two-hand weapon attack. And this does make sense. So where's the other thing coming from? I don't even know what this is. It is just the idle animation. But that's not what we're in, right? We are in the two-handed heavy attack. So oh, we're in the attack. I'm an idiot. We should be in the heavy attack. This already has everything as well, right? Yeah. Oh, where did I now add the function to then? Oh, well, we'll see what has broken. Why is there no plus here? Did they also not set it correctly then in the asset? This is two-handed heavy attack Delres. And this is the normal attack. So this is this one. And two-handed heavy attack is animation, two-handed heavy attack. Yep. And re-import. So it's the renaming that broke things, which not surprising at all. Let's make sure we actually have a working normal attack now then. Yeah, that's fine. And this now we can implement. Good. disable all weapon hitboxes at the start. And here we want to enable the right hand weapon hitbox. Here we want to disable all hitboxes. And we want to clear all the previously hit. And here we want to enable the right hand weapon hitbox again. It's not come out, here it is. And then we disable it again. Disable. Then we can also do the dual, because I believe that one was more difficult, right? So we enable. Yeah, no, it's fine. Alright. Now to set up the animation trees, which is always a hassle, I'm guessing. This one should be the most difficult, because it has because this one changed, of course. It doesn't want to show any of them. Is it? No, this seems to be okay. I think we actually forgot that one in this one. Yeah. We should have enabled this on all of them, actually. Because I never want this to move my feet. I don't think it did. Because it's, the feet are on its own animation layer now. So it doesn't affect it at all. Oh, so it's now very much optional and no longer needed. Let's keep it in there, because yeah, maybe for some enemies or something I won't implement the... Oh yeah, that's it. For enemies we won't be having the separate... Oh no, we also have separate ones. Is there still a reason I'm doing this? Probably not. But maybe. Let's just keep doing it for the sake of not breaking anything. So I'm guessing this is then still not working, because it doesn't have this animation anymore. So it's two-handed. Yes. Alright, by now you should know the drill, guys. We add 3 more one-shots. We call this one charging. We call this one charged. Where is it? And we call this one heavy attack. Alright, and these all lead into one another. Oh yeah, you can... It can go like this. And then we just add animations. Two-handed charging. It goes into this one. Charged goes into this one. And then the actual heavy attack. Where's two-handed heavy attack? It's all dual wield. That's the wrong one. I need two-handed heavy attack charging. And two-handed heavy attack charged. And then finally two-handed heavy attack. This should lead into this. So if we... Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's wrong. Because we need to set the two-handed heavy attack. And now it should be... Alright, yes. Now also the dual wield one needs to be put in there. Animation tree. Why is it... Yeah. We add a one shot, we add another one shot, and we add another one shot. This becomes charging. This becomes charged. And this becomes heavy attack. These lead into each other. Because of course they do. The output needs this. And then some more animations. So this is dual wield charging, this is dual wield charged, and this is dual wield heavy attack. Let's check it. So the normal attack, that's fine. The charging is fine. And that's also fine. Alright. Now to set this in our code as well, we need to know these references. So this is two-handed heavy weapon. So this becomes, I guess this is what it becomes then. Heavy weapon, heavy attack charged. I may be wrong here. Let's see in the animation player. Two-handed heavy weapon, heavy attack. So it's a two-handed heavy weapon, heavy attack. Two-handed heavy weapon, heavy attack. Yeah, that should be okay. And then also for the dual wielding melee controller, we need to set the exact same things. But there it is. Dual wield heavy attack. Actually, I'm not sure if I did capitalization right. I did. Good. So this is then charging, and this is then charged. Alright, let's test it out. So let's do it for dual wielding. Yeah, that seems good. Let's see if we do damage. Do I have a heavy weapon? I don't have a heavy weapon on me. It should be spawning here. Yeah, here is one. Yeah. It doesn't nicely. Moving to the next attack if you're still holding it. I kinda want to do, if you're holding it again, also move through nicely. Let's fix that next. I quite like this. This I like less. I'm not too happy with this animation for now. For now, let's keep it in. We can change stuff later. If it's all configured and set up, that's already a big win. So you're just... Yeah, it doesn't feel good to use yet. Like at all. It does not feel good at all, but it is working. That's already a nice step. So you want skin. Let's see in the place where we are now stopping. So we have unfinished animation if... Yeah, here we should still check. Yeah, here we should still check if inputs dot is action pressed. Right click. Then we still want to do a start to the heavy attack, and it's already been set to none. So let's try this. And also if you're spamming your attack, like a start, it doesn't work. So that's something to fix still. Yeah, but this is working. This is working very nicely actually. Yeah, we also want to do this for the... see, we already do this for the normal one. So this becomes an else if. This just becomes an if. This already. Let's see. I know we're repeating ourselves, but it doesn't matter. This should work, though. Why is it not working? So, a release. Oh no, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright. So that is some progress, although it's arguably a bit too limited still. This doesn't feel good to use. This animation tool is fine. I guess we should also limit the move speed more for heavy attacks. That man's tweaking like hell. But yeah, lots of tweaking to still be done, but the base system is functionally working. I do like the fact that this is still possible. Like I still need to implement that the inventory doesn't allow this. So this swinging is very interesting. Oh, it swings, it's a one-handed weapon attack. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Does it also do that? Okay, for some reason it just thinks it's a one-handed weapon. Interesting. I guess it's just some stupid check that we're doing. Because this is working fine. Yeah. If it's in the correct hand, it works fine. So yeah, we're preparing for the playtest slowly but surely. It somewhat feels good to use, just this doesn't feel good. There's also issues with the rolling. If we roll too quickly while attacking, it should abort all of the attacks. It doesn't. Let's fix that issue actually right now, because that should not be too difficult to fix. Rolling. Do stamina action roll, and it just does the human skin called for the roll. Okay. Yeah, let's make this a separate function. Private void cancel all attack animations. And there we should just do all of them. Should just be cancelled. Actually, it should be called all attack, because it should do this, for example, as well. It should has pressed next attack should be false. And also it should have set the heavy attack status to none. So charging, the rolling we should not. Should be fade outs of all of them. Which means charged and heavy attack. That should be better, because rolling should really cancel all of the animations. Yeah, and it should also cancel. Oh. Apparently it doesn't work for charts quite yet. It breaks the complete controller. Why is that in charts it's still in there? That's very weird. Because we set it to fade out for charged, heavy attack and attack 1. And that should all be how you spell them as well. I don't think I made a mistake there. It's all set to fade out. I guess for this we should actually do an abort instead of fade out. I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. Because this works. And if we are holding it, so if you're holding it and moving, okay, it seems to be fixed now. Interesting. I think we can. Oh, we can still climb and attack at the same time. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to be able to attack still. Let's give that some time to think about it, because I'm not sure. Maybe it is just fine to be able to attack while climbing. It doesn't feel horrible. Let's give it a solve. Yeah. And then probably we should also just do it. Disable all hitboxes to be sure when we cancel all attacks. Attacks. Yeah, that should just be fine. Alright, so now we have these melee heavy attacks working at least. They're not all perfect, but they're working. The sounds, the mana bar, ranged attacks are all still to be done. Yeah. We still need to do that. For the mana, probably something to only implement once we add more of the RPG mechanics with all the damage, because then we need to look into that whole mess anyways. Why can I not? Is this really too far away? I cannot climb on this? I cannot jump high enough to climb on this, okay. Yeah, probably it makes sense, because they're not really there. Not sure if it always feels the best, because now I kinda need to do it like... Yeah. No, I'm already... Ah, you can no longer... You cannot just hang under one block, that's it. There's just one block you fall. Ah. I don't want that. That we really don't want. Okay. Let's improve this. It's just in the player. We have a Voxel raycast, that's just a bit too low apparently. Let's see if it's better if we just move it up a little bit. Alright, yeah, this should have fixed it, I guess. But no, actually not. Let's just draw the thing. 3D, draw arrow, arrow ray. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's still very low. That's still very low. I of course prefer 2 blocks high. So this works. This doesn't work. And this is too low. Yeah, no, let's put it to like 0.8, maybe just high enough. Probably not. It's probably 0.9 because the character's height is 1.8. Maybe it needs to be even a bit higher. Oh, now no, this is fine apparently. But is this also okay? This is not okay yet. Yeah, this feels weird because the heads go up so much. It feels weird. 95 is probably it, just above the middle point of the body. Oh, that's still not an actual block up. Let's adjust a bit higher. Let's. My guess is this is still going to be wrong. Okay, no, this is working perfectly. Right. Oh, we're out of stamina. We need more sounds, man. Desperately, we need more sounds. But yeah, that's okay. And now this is the issue where, yeah, it gets stuck because it cannot do the auto climb. So maybe we turn it back down to 90 actually. Maybe that's the fix. Yeah, no, this is good. It just... See, now it no longer is doing it. Like it can't climb anymore. So it falls a bit. And then it climbs. And it knows how to climb. And then it falls. And then it climbs. So we need to move up. We need to move up. Maybe the step climbing just needs to be upped. Maybe that's the fix. Step climbing. Max step height makes like 1.3. Because we only have 4 blocks. So it doesn't really matter for the voxel terrain. And I guess it would fix this instance. Really still. And we don't want to move up 2 full blocks. Like it doesn't really matter other than that, right? Let's put it at 1.8. It's still doing it? Why is it still doing it? Because probably we're not... just because we're not on any solid underground. That sucks. Now I can't move up like this. Can I also... so step climbing just works differently from what I was expecting. So 1 it should remain at. Maybe instead of... So right now the issue is we have our player and we have our terrain. And it's around here. It's the ray, and if it does intersect with some terrain, let's make it intersect, like so you have the player and terrain. Here it's intersecting with the ray. If we get too high, then we get the situation where the player is no longer intersecting, but still. Right, so if it's too high and we're like this, but the terrain is here and it still can't move up. So what instead of a raycast, we do like just a box overlap of like this region. Would that work? My guess is that would not really work because of the move direction, and this only works for boxes. So instead we will do 2 raycasts. Right? That would make sense. So this is upper, and we do lower, and this was like 0.4 or so, I don't know, I don't remember, and both need to be null. No, if either one of them is not null, then we can climb. So we can both climb up and climb, I'm ready for at the top. Let's see, so now we can climb nicely on top of this. We can climb on top of this. We can climb here and move to the side, and we're still stuck. So definitely not 0.4, let's do 0.2. Either way, doesn't really matter how low it is, right? Yeah. So this works perfectly fine. Alright. I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna get lunch, and maybe later we'll stream a bit more, but probably not. I'll stream more another time, but for now I'm gonna get lunch and then continue work on maybe the sounds, maybe the mana bar, but probably not. Probably those are for later. For today it may make more sense to just focus on ranged combat, because that's still a whole big new thing that needs to be unraveled and implemented. And the mana bar kind of feels like it would be easier to implement once I get onto all the RPG systems, like leveling, different damage calculations. It feels more like that would be very integrated with it. Because also the damage calculation would need to be completely different for the charged attacks, because right now it's just using whatever base attack value the weapon has, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense for a charged attack. So that's probably it. So implement ranged attacks, that's probably what I'll be doing this afternoon. If you want to see more of those, you can check them out in the Discord. I'm posting updates there every now and then. I want to do streaming a bit more often. It's more just, you know, me doing some development, some simple stuff that's kind of easier to follow, I guess. You know, revamping a whole terrain system that's way more complex, and I also need more focus than just talk to the camera the entire time as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, wishlist